Hey guys, it's Cher, and today I'm going to be showing you how I made this really cool giant DIY paper dahlia wreath. Is it Dahlia or Dahlia?
I have no idea. Person.
Dahlia, whatever. It's a huge wreath. Or wall decoration, really whatever you want to use it for. Actually, I made two. I made a mini one as well because this was the original one I was trying to make, but I messed this one up a little bit, so then I just went all in and made this huge, giant, rainbow, colorful one. I know it looks a little complicated, especially if you aren't familiar with origami or paper folding at all, but I'm going to try to explain it in a really easy to understand way so you can make your own. All you'll need are some pieces of origami paper, a piece of cardboard that you can cut into a circle to use as the base of this wreath, and some double-sided tape. Before we get started, if you end up liking this video, then make sure you give it a thumbs up, and while you're at it, subscribe to my channel down below, and also go ahead and click the notification bell so you'll know instantly when I upload some more DIY decoration ideas like this. You can also find my social media links in the description box down below if you want to follow me on Instagram or find me on Facebook. So if you want to know how I made this really cool looking but simple DIY paper dahlia huge wall decoration, then let's get into it. First, I'm taking a large piece of cardboard and cutting it into a circle to use as the base. Then I'm cutting some sheets of colorful origami paper into 4x4 inch sections. The squares can really be any size as long as they are the same length and width. In the bigger version of this decoration that I made, I used sheets of paper that were 6 inches by 6 inches and didn't bother cutting them down at all. And that worked just fine. And I'm cutting a lot of these little squares. Once I've got about 60 of them, I'm not exaggerating, I am rolling them into cone shapes. To do this, I'm just placing a piece of that double-sided tape along one edge and then folding that onto the other side of the paper to create an ice cream cone shape. It's really easy to do once you practice it a few times, and luckily you have all these sheets of paper to practice with. Once all your sheets are rolled into little ice cream cone looking things, you can begin placing those along the outermost edge of the cardboard circle. I'm going to go ahead and place a layer of double-sided tape around the edge of the circle as well. I spaced these out with small gaps in between them to leave room for the top layers of cones that will be added on top in a minute. Then I'm repeating these steps again and just adding a second layer of that double-sided tape a little bit further in towards the middle of the circle and filling in the gaps left by the first layer of cones with the second layer. I'm going to keep working my way in towards the circle, moving the cones in a little bit at a time so that they start to create this cool three-dimensional effect, and I just kept doing that until the wreath was complete. I kind of messed up near the middle of the first wreath and ran out of room, so I ended up trimming down my last few cones to make them all fit in the very center. I liked how this one turned out, but I wanted to try one more time to see if I could make it even better, so I made another colorful one with 6" by 6" squares of paper in literally every color of the rainbow, and it turned out really pretty and even bigger than the first. Just as another warning, these can turn out to be huge decorations, depending on the size of paper squares you decide to use to roll the cones with. Once again, I am using the double-sided tape to roll each square into the shape of an ice cream cone. And then space them out on the outer edges of the cardboard circle, slowly moving them inwards as I go. I didn't end up having any issues with the middle section of this second wreath, and I personally liked how this one came out even better than the first. And this is what the finished decoration looks like. Like I said, I do kind of prefer the larger one, even though it takes up a lot of space. Let me know if you guys try to make this at home and how it turns out for you. Thanks so much for watching, and if you have any suggestions for future DIY decor videos I should do, make sure you comment them below before you go. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!